2329. I'm Debbie Lazigo with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic.
The WTMJ 5-day forecast. Tonight, clear skies, a low of 53. Tomorrow, sunny, a high of 81. Sunday for Father's Day, partly cloudy, a high of 83. On Monday, sunny, 88. On Tuesday, sunny, 89 degrees.
That tiny little tick, tick, tick.
All right, so I had an interesting morning.
Yeah.
Maybe some of you can relate to this. So I woke up this morning. I get up, I go into the bathroom. I sleep in just my boxers, so I get up and I'm going to the bathroom.
No, that's news there. I was not aware of that, but thanks for sharing.
Just trying to paint the picture for
You're
everybody.
very good.
And I'm getting ready to brush my teeth. I'm just stretching a little bit, and I feel like I have something that needs to be scratched on my right side, like where my right hip flexor is, I guess. So I'm in there, and I'm half awake, so I don't even look at what it is, and I go to scratch myself, and I pull my hand away, and I could feel that when I scratched it, something came off, and it felt like a scab, like that feeling. I looked at my hand, and there on my index finger was something crawling on my finger. And I flung it onto the bathroom counter, and I jumped back. I was like, what is that? And it was a tick.
Ew.
And it was pretty big. It was like the size of the end of a felt tip marker.
Ew.
So, as a matter of fact, I have the tick right here in this little baggie.
Yeah, so I'm a little amazed and impressed that you brought it in.
That's always good.
Sandy.
I didn't anticipate that happening. You're holding a white piece of paper behind it right now.
Yeah.
It's in a small Ziploc snack bag,
Watch us on the stream.
Is it moving?
and it's
It's
crawling
still
around.
alive.
Oh, yeah,
Debbie.
it's still
It's
crawling
moving.
around.
Oh, it's going up. Oh.
It's still alive.
Oh, yeah, he's been
my-
trying to get out all day long. I've had this
Sandy,
at my desk.
I meant to tell you this. This zipper in the baggie broke a while back.
Stop
Yeah.
it. Don't even
I'm gonna
open that
put
up.
this over by
Do you have
you.
any idea how afraid I am of ticks? We have 3 evergreens on our front lawn, and when I weed underneath, my boyfriend Mike laughs at me. I will put on a bucket hat, long sleeve shirt, I won't go under those trees.
Really?
I won't. No, I don't want Lyme disease. I don't want that to be buried behind my ear and not see it for 3 days.
I
No.
live on a heavily wooded lot with a lot of
Ew.
trees, and I've never had a tick before. So here's how the rest of the story goes.
Lucky you.
So I flick it onto the counter, and I jump back, and I'm like half awake, and now I realize what it is. So I grab it in a Kleenex, and I don't know why this was my instinct, but Michelle was still asleep. I wanted to go in the bedroom and just like, honey, you won't believe this. A tick was on, and the better part of me didn't do that. So I went
I
and put
thought
it
you were
in
going to be an
Ziploc baggie.
8-year-old boy and throw it on her.
Good call.
But
Yeah.
then I started to get freaked out. I started to wake up, and I started to think about, could I have Lyme disease? Could I have something
Did it
else?
bite you?
Yeah.
Well, it
It
was
did
embedded
bite.
in my skin.
Okie dokie.
And so, but barely embedded. So I scratched it out. So then I'm trying to look and see, like, is part of it in there still? Because that happens. Is it stuck in there and it doesn't look like it? And now I wake Michelle up and I say, hey, I got bit by a tick and it's in this little snack bag. And so we're okay. Can you look at it? And I have a little rash like the size of the tip of your finger. Like a little
like a
smaller
reaction,
than
like
a
a
penny.
welt kind of a thing?
No, it's just like a inflamed area, but it wasn't swollen at all.
Not bubbly, pussy,
Nope, nothing.
bullseye-looking,
Not.
none of that kind of stuff.
But now the more I think about it, I got a little bit of hypochondriac in me,
Yeah.
and I started to get freaked out. And so, of course, the worst thing you can do in any of these situations is to go to Google
Oh,
and
yeah.
Google, like, tick. So I Google, like, tick bite. You read about people that have their arms chopped off because they got some rare infection from a tick, and now I'm
Yeah.
really getting freaked out. And Michelle knows how I am. She says, you know what you need to do? You need to call the doctor right
Words
now.
of wisdom. Sure.
And I got a great
Good call.
doctor.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. So I get in the shower, I get out. It's not any more inflamed than it was. The tick's still in the bag. Thankful for everybody. And I get on my way to work, and I call my doctor. And I called the office, and I said, hey, can you have Dr. McCann give me a call? And the lady knows me because every single time I have a sniffle, I call the doctor's office because I'm such a wuss. So, it's John again. Yeah. All right, Mercure. Have Dr. McCann give you a call. So he does, and I get him on the phone, and I go, I got bit by this tick, and he goes, you're going to be fine. Is any of it still in there? I said, no, it's not. But I'm afraid I have Lyme disease, and I'm afraid that my arm is really bad. I'm afraid I won't be able to lift anything, and I might not be able to go outside. It's going to destroy my workout. He's like, hey.
My kidneys
Hey.
are shutting down.
He's like, settle down. You're going to be okay. If he was in the room with me, he would have slapped me like, hey, come to. So I said, I need something. Can you give me an
Give me a
antibiotic?
Band-Aid. Can I have a Batman Band-Aid, please?
Well, then I was like, what if I get Lyme disease? Can you get? He's like, fine. Here's what we're going to do. Call in an antibiotic. You can go get the antibiotic. It will help kill Lyme disease if there's any there, but I'm 99.9% sure it's not. There's none of the tick left in you. I'll call it in. I got to go now. I got real people in my waiting room.
Yeah, but Lyme
you're gonna be
disease
fine.
is nothing to mess with.
I know. You're right, Sandy. That's what I thought.
Yeah, exactly.
So at what point in this whole process did you put the tick in a snack bag?
Before I woke Michelle up. I had almost immediately. You know why? Because I wanted to come in and show it to you guys.
Well, that's what's amazing to me. Here in your moment,
It's already on the
Look at
inside
it.
of the bag.
in your life-threatening
Yuck.
moment here at the
Yes,
house,
Greg.
you had the clarity to say this will be good for the show.
That's right, Greg.
And you went and got a little snack bag
Yep.
that would maybe hold a little thing of Gardettos, and you stuck a tick in it.
Here's another problem. This is the last snack size bag we have. So now I've wasted it on the tick. Now I got to stop at the grocery store after I get my prescription so I don't die from Lyme disease. I got to stop at the grocery store and get more snack bags.
But I'm going to tell you that I think it's smart that you did that because I have a friend who lives in Massachusetts, and 4 years ago got bitten by a tick, and his doctor said we can't figure out if you have Lyme disease without the actual tick itself.
Oh,
so
see?
that's what I
tick?
would have done.
Uh-huh.
Oy.
I would have done that. So we are getting a variety of responses on the old National Bank Talk and Text line 855-616-1620. 920 says, are you kidding me? Wake your wife up. It could be Lyme disease. 262. If you have any rash, go get tested. I tested positive for Lyme in 2021. And 262, I
okay.
just got bit and confirmed Lyme today. Third time in my life, chronic Lyme is no fun. I would ask for prophylactic antibiotics if I were you. So,
Well,
what do
I
you
got
think,
the antibiotics, and my doctor told me, keep an eye on it. If the rash gets bigger or if it gets raised, then you need to come in, but it's probably not if there's none of the tick left in there. So all these texts are not making me feel better.
Well, that's okay. Then 920 said, wow, what city yuppie puppies. You might as well start wearing a purse and high heels. So
maybe I do.
You do have an awfully wooded backyard.
I do.
I had a tick on my arm the other day, and I just kind of flung it off. Whatever. It was on my shirt. And then
Well,
we've got a
hadn't bitten,
dog
though,
who kind
yet,
of
right?
plays around in the high grass, and Emily's really good about kind of combing her fingers through night, and she's probably pulled 4 or 5 off him, I'd say, in the last month and a half. So they're out there, right? And you can do the tea and flea and tick control, but why don't they have that for humans? Like, we give our dog a little thing. Can we take a little thing?
That's what I want to know. My dog gets the shot every year. How come I don't get a damn shot? When I go in to get my physical, shouldn't they offer that?
Maybe.
Does it even exist?
Aren't they working on that? You know who the voice of reason is around here.
Dr. Raymond.
Indeed, from the Medical College of Wisconsin. I know that we've talked to him about Lyme disease and developments.
I think we have some of that, right?
2 new vaccines in development. One is raised against a protein on the bacteria. Another one is raised against the saliva from the tick. And so none of these are ready to be marketed yet, but there's some promise, and there actually is a pretty good vaccine that you can use for dogs already on the market.
Okay, so here's what we need to do. I'm already going in for the flu shot.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to combine that with the COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Combine it with the Lyme disease. Just give me like a thing that has like 4 shots combined. Boom.
Just drink bourbon. You'll be fine.
I would say look into this. We just got another text on the Old National Bank Talk and Text line 855-616-1620. 262 says there's a wristband you can wear to ward off ticks.
What does it like emit CO2? Like, what does it do?
That I don't know. And then this other
the next one, Sandy. This one saved my life.
608.
Just now. Read that one.
The tick from 608. Not confirmed. Don't know if this is a doctor.
It's true.
The tick must be connected to the body for 72 hours to cause Lyme, and only if a deer tick.
That's right. Look at this little guy was on me for. I wasn't asleep for 72 hours.
Oh my gosh.
So not very long.
If it went
Colin
blood,
and
it would be a lot bigger than that.
Yeah, that's right.
He's also alive and in a bag. I think you're in good shape
Crawling
here,
around.
John.
I'm going to be okay.
The Old National Bank Talk and Text line 855-616-1620 delivers again. Colin in Delafield says, really, John? Rub some dirt on it.
There you go.
Can we get rid of that thing now?
Yeah.
Yeah, just give it to Sandy. There you
yeah,
go.
he just tossed it at me.
I think the
I
bag
like
is
the
still
idea
sealed.
of the wristband. You might be able to sing a song too to ward off.
All right.
know.
Well, I'm willing to try anything. I know I'm a little soft, but I'm glad I'm going to, I feel like it itches now more than it has the entire day. All right.
But truly, do what you can to protect yourself. I know we have a lot of fans who enjoy up north and, heck, live on the lake, and just protect yourself as you can.
Yep, that's good advice. Paul Farrow, the Waukesha County executive, just texted me and said I'm a wuss.
Yep.
All right, Paul. Yep. You try getting eaten. I almost got eaten alive by a tick in the middle of the night. Call me a wuss.
Live.
Let's get some WTMJ Annex Wealth Management market news in here really quick. Down day for the markets. The S&P was off 16. The Dow was off 109. The